Hey guys, as always, Shazam! Welcome to the Appalachians. That Shazam got away from me there. Shazam! Hey, it's a rare moment where you see behind the curtains. It's kind of like looking behind the curtain in Oz. That's an old reference, kids. But looking behind the curtains, I think it's the right word, at the AFT, what they really think about you. Some documents were released. I'll even say leaked yesterday. Buckle up. I'm honestly surprised. Why am I surprised? I'm going to tell you about why I'm surprised, get you up to date on what happened. It'll be a quick one, but it's going to be something. So buckle up. Here we go. Hey, today's episode is brought to you by all of you people. Thank you for every thumbs up. Y'all are fantastic. Appreciate that. Two quick ones. These are in giant, huge flags for your man caves or woman caves. Olay. Also, there's a link below on the flags. Also, I can't put a link below on this one. It is still in the hopper, going to be given away. But I can tell you where to find it. It's very easy. cmmg.youknowwhat/sweepstakes. Type it in. I did it a few minutes ago, and it worked. Again, I already said it once, but thanks for those thumbs up. Crushing it. Y'all are amazing. Thanks. All right, I open with, how often do you get to see behind the curtain? Rarely do you get to see stuff. We know a lot of this stuff. I don't know if y'all know this, but every day the DNC has talking points that go out to the talk shows and to the comedy shows at night and to the politicians. They have written talking points, but the overall strategy is not written down anywhere. And it's not stuff we ever see. We know it, but we never actually see it. That's one example. This example comes out of the AFT, and we know this stuff, but we actually saw it written down. Some documents were released or leaked. This came out just the other day, and it was leaked last night, but the documents were published on June 22nd internally, an internal document, part of the Joint Counterterrorism Assessment Team, the JCAT, and the actual document, and I'm going to put a link. If it's still there, it might work. I think it'll work. But whoever, we don't know who released it, but some patriot released this stuff. It was not made to be public. Side note, I'm not big on super secret CIA documents from the 60s that have been declassified. I'm not big on those guys. You sound like Mel Gibson in the movie Conspiracy Theorist, who turned out to be actually right. It's just that all that stuff from the 60s is weird. This is not from the 60s. This is from 60 minutes ago. The actual article is an internal document called First Responder Awareness of Privately Made Fs May Prevent Illicit Activities. I think it's worth a read. At the minimum, skim through it. But if you're willing to sit down and take the 15-20 minutes and read it, I think it'll be eye-opening for you. It wasn't supposed to be, and actually it's stamped in the document, this is not made for public dissemination. It's not made for the public. It's an internal only document. Now, the TTAG is the ones that actually broke the story, The Truth About Guns, and I do appreciate that, and they have an article on it. It's really, really easy to find. But the bottom line is this. Let me give you a summation, then I'm going to tell you why I'm actually surprised. It's that anybody that does home-based building can be considered a threat. That's really the bottom line, as a domestic T, as a criminal, or as a violent extremist. And that's a challenge. Now, here's the reason I am surprised to see it in black and white. We know it. We know that's how they think. But to actually see it in black and white, that's a big, big deal. I think this document's significant. I think getting this released was significant. And I think it gives us yet another window. Now, there's going to be guys already commenting below, well, Johnny, we knew this. Knowing it and seeing it, there's a chasm between the two that is huge. To actually see it in black and white, it is a big deal. I wrote this down. It's a rare look at how they actually think. Now, there is a paragraph in there, and by paragraph, it's 2 sentences that said, hey, please note that a lot of the folks that are doing this activity at home and building your own are operating within their constitutionally protected rights. They did have that, 2 sentences in that giant document. It's silliness is what it is. So I'm bothered by the entire thing, if you can't tell. I'm not happy with it. I'm really pleased that we got it, and I'm really thankful to whoever leaked it. Rest in peace their career. Rest in peace any sort of forward momentum or upward mobility that individual has ever had. They're done. But I'm thankful for it. So let me know what you think. Are you surprised? Are you shocked? If you read it, let us know what you think. It's easy to read. It's an easy read, but I think it is a little bit eye-opening at how those, I don't want to say that word because it's a bad word, how those individuals that work for the Fed think about us and think about, and here's my last point. There ain't nothing in there about criminals in Chicago. Ain't nothing in there about DC or Houston or LA, Oakland, nothing. They won't go after that. Anything in there about their own running? I don't know. Fast and Furious? Nothing. They won't talk about that. They only talk about you and this guy. And I'm getting sort of fed up with it. And I think it's an interesting day. It's an interesting video to make. So just want to hear what your opinions are. Yeah, you know what I'm going to say. Surrounded by a steaming hot Gomer pile of hot brass from my cold dead hands. See y'all. Bye.